Today we face Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. We're hoping to not get embarrassed. That's pretty much the job that we want to do. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save. We are NK Zagreb and I am Cultured Left Foot. And it's gone alright actually. We've played a few games since we were last together, which was the 3-1 loss to FC Bayern once we got a man sent off and they thought that was too much of an advantage, so got a man off themselves. We then drew 1-0 with Dynamo Zagreb, getting another man sent off. And hello, we actually played quite a different team in this one, like a rotated team. Angelo got sent off on his debut, but he actually played pretty well. Marco Antonio getting a goal as well, one of the youngsters, as Diego Cello, or Dugo Cello, were put to the sword. They got a man sent off early doors, but 4-0, very convincing. Vinko Peritin on the score sheet, Vladilescu on his debut getting on the score sheet as well, and then quite a lot of the youngsters and the Wonder Kids playing in this one, which was good. And then we went and, well, we didn't go to Besiktas, we invited Besiktas to us and absolutely smashed them 4-0. Dia Giacomo loves big games apparently. In the Champions League he scored a hat-trick against Besiktas. An unbelievable performance, really good stuff. Loader getting on the score sheet as well. 4-0 puts us in a really good position to get to the Europa League, which is what we want out of the Champions League at the moment. And then hopefully we can go one step further than the quarterfinals where we got to last year. Then we drew 0-0 with Osijek, bit of a European hangover I think for that one, and a 1-1 draw with Hajduk as well, which was very annoying because we went 1-0 up in the first minute through Giacomo. They equalised, then they got a man sent off and we could not take advantage of that. But today we face Arsenal away, as I said, at the Emirates, and I think it's going to be quite an interesting game. I think we've got potentially enough about us to try and get something at the Emirates. They have won both of their games. They beat Bayern Munich in their last game 1-0. I think it was at the Emirates, yeah, in the 91st minute. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're going to go into our... Oh, yes, the other thing, quickly. We had the El Clasico game, which we drew 2-2. Oh, this is... Wow, that's note schedules. That's what I want. That was bright, wasn't it? We drew 2-2 and lost on penalties after getting a man sent off after 15 minutes. Red cards are becoming a bit of a theme in my teams, as you've probably figured out. Jerry missed his penalty. Jerry actually had a goal disallowed in like the 86th minute, which was really annoying. He then missed his penalty, but we gave debuts to a lot of people. Marco Antonio, who is part of our Zagreb team, played and scored his penalty, which was good. But generally, yeah, they were happy to draw 2-2 and lose on penalties. They weren't too fussed at all, and we don't have any fixtures drawn for next year yet, so that will be the last update about Brazil for quite a while, I imagine. But we're going to go into this game playing our slightly less attacking formation, and that's just how I think is the best way to go and do it. So as we go into the team selection, I'll just show you. Yeah, so we have no really attacking midfielders up here. All the attack comes from the width and the inside forward and the winger. Out here we go positive, not attacking, and just have a few less instructions. But we can mix it up if we need to. We can mix it up. We're not having a goalkeeper on the bench for the Champions League at the moment. Hopefully this doesn't come and bite me in the arse. We're in our green kit once again. They've got Sancho and Marin and De Ligt as well. Wow, I bet he's gone for some big money nowadays. 67 million to Man City and then 21.5 million to Arsenal. 108k a week, 31 years old, incredibly good. But yeah, we just need to go out there and say, do I say the pressure's off? I want to say we owe Arsenal after our last match because I remember it. Yeah, it wasn't very nice. Experienced and deceitful. I'll go and let Marco Toss deal with him then. But the game gets underway. Arsenal kicking in the red kit from right to left. We're in our green kit kicking from left to right. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how we do coming up against a team like Arsenal playing this slightly less attacking formation. They have a free kick. Sancho puts it in. De Ligt heads it back across. Back to Sancho, and Gonzalez makes a good save. I know I've said this a lot. Gonzalez in goal has been absolutely incredible. Probably one of the best signings I think we've had at the club. And it's just been great. It's been really good to have it like that. So there's not really too much going on in the game. Let's encourage them because we're away from home against Arsenal. Yeah, they like that a little bit. But no shots yet. Marin with a free kick. Gonzalez with a save again. And I think, does it last time I talked him up, he made a massive howler and conceded quite an easy goal, I think. But we'll see what happens in this one. Everybody's still pretty motivated. We've had a shot, which is a good place to be at the moment. Bayern are beating Besiktas. That's good. Like, again, all we need for the whole game, this whole season, is for Besiktas to lose all their games in the Champions League, and then we're guaranteed to go into the Europa League. So, yeah, I mean, beating them 4-0, they need to beat us more than 4-0 at their place to go above us in the Europa League spots if everybody loses their other games. But hold that thought while we're on the attack. But it is cleared. And now Sancho's 1-on-1 with the last man. He's got a big crossfield ball on. Use it into Lesnick, who sticks it in the corner. It's a great counter-attack from Arsenal. And when they do that, there isn't too much you can do. But because Bayern Munich are beating Besiktas now 2-0, we're going to go attacking. I think, yeah, that is the right way around. Is that the right way around, or is that the right way around? What do I prefer? I think Thompson's got the better finishing, 10. Neither of them's got amazing finishing. We'll go with that. Yeah, because Besiktas are losing 2-0, we beat Besiktas, and Besiktas also lost to Arsenal. I'm happy to go and potentially lose this game quite heavily, but do it playing our football, if that makes sense, because you know, I feel like we can attack Arsenal, we can try and get at them a little bit. This tactic that we've just changed to our usual attacking one does do that a bit more. It does take the game to the opposition and hopefully will allow us to create some chances. But here come Arsenal. Salvatore shoots and Gonzalez makes quite an easy save for that one. Just need to keep an eye on, there's lots of yellow cards happening for Arsenal. Tosic has got our only yellow card at the moment. Yeah, Giacomo not getting into the game too much. We'll give them a quick demand more just before half time, so they come into the dressing room quite fired up and focused and motivated, apart from Veselinovic, who's pressured. Which is interesting. Again, Bermudez not enjoying playing against a big team on a 6.3 at right back. Yeah, we do. I want to go and take revenge. Let's passionately say, you know, you can improve, and I've got faith in you in improving. That would be good. Tactics. I think we are going to bring off, where is he? Jeremy Picard. There he is. He's going to come on for Bermudez. And could do Fernandez for one of the youngsters. I think it's Marco Antonio who likes to be a Mazzala. You like to be a Mazzala on support. And Contreras. Oh no, you like to be the Mazzala. So Contreras on for Fernandez. 2 subs at half time. No real tactical tweaks. We might just ask them to go a much higher tempo. Let's get some set pieces. Let's go straight. We'll go to the flanks and we'll go quite quickly. Just try and get it moving. We'll mark them. Let's get stuck in. They're picking up yellow cards and we haven't. So let's get stuck in on them and try and force them into the game. So yeah, Iheanacho and Veselinovic at the back at the moment. Picard picked up a little knock and he lost his place in the first 11, which is why he's not starting at centre back at the moment. But there's a header away. It falls to Mange. A shot is blocked. Comes back to him. He's forced back a long way, and we have got stuck in. And that's okay. Thompson just receives a lecture, not a card of any description, which is pretty good, to be honest. Right, let's take off. We'll take off Nelson and bring on Simjonovic on the right-hand side as an inside forward. And Danny Ziyech, the Slovenian striker that we had, has been sold to the Arab League. Someone in the Arab League. Thompson shoots wide. He wasn't playing for us. We got a profit, so I was happy to cash in on him. Tosic has been booked. Yeah, but he's the only one that's been booked. So I'm happy for us to go and get stuck in. Again, we've sort of tempered them a little bit by trying to take the game to them a little bit more. Let's go. Let's play really narrow. I don't really want to pass into space. That's the issue. Let's regroup for a bit. We can save a bit of energy. We're defending them okay at the moment. I think that's all we'll do. I think we'll just drop it down to narrow. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for that for a second and just see what happens. We've made all of our subs, so there's not too much else we can do in terms of tactical player switches anymore. So we've got to use the people we've got on the pitch. I'm wondering if we just push maybe Simjonovic, just say don't worry about defending too much at the moment and push him up to attacking. Picard's come on and done a much better job at than Bermudez. It is just the front. The front players are really struggling in this game. Giacomo, I mean, it's, again, a 1-0 at the moment. It's a 1-0 loss away at the Emirates. It's not a bad result. It's Thompson. Oh, I thought that was in. Sticks it just over the bar. I could go very attacking, but I think that'll open us up too much. As Di Giacomo not doing well. Let's give you a little run over here then. In fact, are you left footed? No, you're right footed. So let's switch you two over, and we'll make you a winger on support, and we'll make you an inside forward on attack. Like so. Just give them a little bit more tactical things to think about. And for the last few seconds, we will be more expressive. We'll pass it into space. We will, I guess, try and distribute it over the opposition, which could give them back possession quite easily, but I don't really mind too much. And we'll mix up the crossing for a bit. Not that I think Simunovic is tall or any good in the air, but what am I doing? So Besiktas they're losing 3-0 to Bayern Munich, so they're going to finish bottom. They should finish bottom of the group as Tosic gets it back but can't do anything with it. The second half has been better. I mean, we've been outplayed, we've been dominated by an Arsenal team that are better than us, and this is what we've got to strive to be. We want to be as good as these Arsenal teams and be up there playing with them and against them and playing well like that. As we have a chance here. Can we nick an equaliser right at the end? No, we can't. It's flicked on. Aguilisa picks it up and he just runs towards the corner, puts a cross into nobody, and Anku has enough time to actually control that and bring it down. Loader comes forward. He's obviously used to playing against Arsenal, been in the Premier League where we signed him from. Ball over the top. De Ligt heads it back. Picard picks it up. And it goes. Oh, dear Giacomo. I think that was the last chance we were going to get. He's headed it over the bar. He was marked very tightly, and it's a 1-0 loss. I mean, yeah, I'm it would have been nice to win, but it's not to be. Get them back to Zagreb and we could take something. We really, really could take something. Besiktas got smashed. So goal difference wise and all of that sort of stuff. I think, yeah, we're comfortable in the Champions League, to be honest. We've got 3 points. They are on a -12 goal difference and we've beaten them 4-0. So third place should be ours wrapped up. It really should be. We probably will come back for the Arsenal game at home. In fact, we'll probably come back for the next 3 Champions League games as well. I think we will. Let's just have a quick look to see how long we've been recording for. So we'll just carry on forward a little bit. Might go and play. Should we go and play Inter Zapreski? Yeah, let's go and play Inter Zapreski. We'll see you back for the second game. Okay, so for the second game, we're lining up in a 4-1-2-2-1 as per normal, but we've gone for the attacking formation. Gonzalez keeps his place in goal. Alberto comes in at right back. Benkovic comes in at centre back. Tosic is in at left back. Torres, Fernandez and Antonio, the two, Antonio, one of the wonder kids, is in there. Simunovic and DeSantis comes in from out of the cold for his first start of the league season, and Di Giacomo starts up front. They have Deco up front, who is on loan from us, so expect him to score at some point. But yeah, they're not doing too bad this season. Hopefully I edit that sneeze out. If I don't, I apologise. But let's get into this. We should be winning this one fairly comfortably, but there's a lot more to come from absolutely everybody. And assertively, I want you to go out there and grab us some goals to Di Giacomo, because he's very hit or miss. He's very indifferent at the moment. We'll send our assistant to go and do that. As the game gets underway, we're just going to try and put them under a lot of pressure, get the ball back as quickly as we can, as high up the pitch as we can, and just basically make them work for the game. Corner, DeSantis puts it in, header just over the bar from Benkovic, and it's still 0-0, but we are slowly starting to dominate the game as we'd want. As it goes, Torres, throw into Torres is what I was going to say. Fernandez, back to Torres, into Benkovic to Simunovic, out it goes to Veselinovic. Out on the left-hand side is Tosic with lots of space. He runs in field. Marco Antonio, I thought he was going to shoot. Di Giacomo, Simunovic, that is a great, well-played, patient goal. Lovely stuff. Simunovic gets his first goal of the season. He's been sort of now pushed to the fringes with the signings of Loader and Reece Nelson. Yeah, he's found his game time a bit more limited, but yeah, drew lots of people into Di Giacomo, left Simunovic in acres of space, and with our 5th shot of the game, our 3rd shot on target, we find the net for our first goal, which is very, very nice indeed. We've got another throw in here. Tosic to Antonio, back to Tosic, ball in. Torres will pick it up. Can he curl one? Is it going to be a penalty? I think it is. It is going to be a penalty. Di Giacomo should probably... Oh no, it's DeSantis. He's going to step up and take it. in his first start. Oh, he's put that looked right in the top corner. In his first league start of the season, he gets his first goal of the season, and DeSantis steps up, and that's a lovely penalty. I mean, the keeper dives under it, but he's probably not going to save it at that sort of height. And it's 2-0. Lovely stuff. Corner, free kick. What is wrong with me today? Free kick. Tosic, Torres. Fernandez picks it up. Torres back to Fernandez. Into Torres. Veselinovic out to Tosic. Into DeSantis. Back to Tosic. In behind Di Giacomo. His header was into the ground, but Rukia made a very easy save for Inter Zabreski there. And here we come again. Matkovic with a poor headed clearance away. Alberto picks it up all the way back to Gonzalez. Start afresh. Veselinovic holds the ball up to Tosic. They're trying to press us, but they're not pressing us as a team. And Siminovic at the back post, and he couldn't get his header on target. Good play from Tosic at the full-back position. And again, that all came from just recycling the play around the back. And as you can see, even 25 minutes in, we are all over into Zabreski and absolutely battering them as the VAR decides that there's no card needed there, just a free kick. The commentary said it was reckless, so I was hoping that you might get a red. Not that we really need it, because this game's been pretty easy against 11, so if they got a man sent off, I dread to think what would happen, but we'll find out. So yeah, 10 shots, half of them on target, 30 minutes gone. Free kick, Di Giacomo. Oh, he's hit the post. Benkovic tries to keep it alive. Di Giacomo hits the post. I didn't even know he had free kicks in his locker. 14 is free kick taking, so it's not the best, but yeah, not too bad. I mean, obviously we sold Gronley, who was our set piece taker, but we haven't really missed his set pieces. We're still scoring free kicks. Reece Nelson's got a good free kick on him. Reece Nelson takes corners, and we've got a few assists for that as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to go and have a look at Gronley, actually, see how he's doing over in Spain, see if he's settled in, is playing well for them. He was a good player. The fact we bought him for like 55k was absolutely ridiculous, and then we sold him for like 2.6 million. So yeah, well, the second half gets underway. No changes, you saw there. Just straight into the team talk. Get it done. DeSantis out to Siminovic. Ball across, and Marco Antonio put this. Tosic is in a bit of space. Shoots straight at Riccardi, who turns it round the post. And we get a corner. And with Tosic at the back post is quite tall for a fullback. And they don't really man-mark fullbacks with tall players. So, that's overhit, and Riccardi makes a good catch, to be honest. But 9 minutes gone. And we're going all right. Also, if there's things that you would like to see on the channel, let me know, because I've got a bit more time for recording videos at the moment. So I'm keen to give other games or other things you'd want to see on Football Manager a go. But yeah, let me know, and if I like the idea and I'll do it, I'll reply to your comment and let you know. Looking for any sort of games, anything like that, sport, strategy, I don't mind. Corner. DeSantis swings it in. Tosic, I think he headed that back to Siminovic. Back to DeSantis. Ball in all the way across to Fernandez. Cuts it back, and then it's cleared away by Deco. Alberto to Fernandez. Into Siminovic to Alberto. Torres. Into Antonio. And there's an overload on the left-hand side, but DeSantis goes for glory and puts it past the post, which is a pretty bad effort, to be honest. Okay, we're going to get some fresh legs on. DeSantis, where he's lacking his match fitness, is going to come off, and the one and the only Vinko Peritin is going to come on to replace him. And I'm not going to lie, Peritin has been in pretty good form. He's scored goals, he's scored a couple of penalties, which he takes quite well. Peritin's over the free kick, and he's got an assist for Simjonovic for his second of the game and his second goal of the season, as Vinko Peritin, his stats still defy like what he should be doing. It is ridiculous how much he actually gets involved in play. He's made it through. He's assisted the goal to make it 3-0, and that goes to the back post, and Gonzalez sees it very easily wide. I think let's get a few more subs on now. So Marco Antonio is getting complacent. Fernandez is on a yellow card, so we'll bring on Rallis, and we'll swap you two over like that, and we'll go for that just in case we get an injury or anything. We'll just stick with that at the moment. We'll give them a little bit of praise as we tick down towards the last 10 minutes of the game. Torres comes away with the ball. Vinko Peritin goes over the top towards Giacomo, sort of on his own, and he's fouled. Is it? If it's inside the box, it's not. It's a free kick outside the box. As I say, Peritin has to take it. If he's on the pitch and it's inside the box, he takes it. As we go into the last 10 minutes, we will make our final sub, and it will be Mark Thompson on for Marco Antonio in that box-to-box role, just to see out the game. You know, make sure his legs. He played a lot of games in Europe, so Just needs to keep his legs fresh, keep that match fitness up. But they fouled us 25 times. Dirty bastards. I'm not sure we even had that many fouls when we went down to 8 men in the cup final. But yeah, as the time ticked down, 5 minutes to go. We'll be back if there's anything else that occurs. Free kick. Thompson stands over it. He's hit it straight into the wall. And maybe Gronley would have put that one in. Who knows? But here they come into Zapreski trying to build something. They're looking for Deco, who I said is on loan from us. They've got quite a few players that are on loan from us actually. Hajdara, Klafuric and Deco we're their parent club. So Torres, Tosic, ball in, looking for Simonovic to try and get that hat-trick. Deco will pick this up into Matkovic, up to Deco again. He's tackled really well by Thompson. Benkovic, who again has done pretty well, hasn't played too much football this season. But we've got a good enough team and we're so much better than the rest of the league, rotating players in and out. I'm confident that all the players we have in our squad will do a good enough job to get us wins or draws in the league. And I think that takes us to 90 games without a loss, I think, in the league. Very pleased. Well done, boys. Good win, 3-0 at home into Zapreski. So it should come up and tell us now how many we are unbeaten. I think it's 90. It's either 89 or 90. So we maintain unbeaten run. 90 matches in a row without losing. Let's get a like and get a comment. How many games do you think we're going to go? Can we get to 100 matches in a row without losing? That's what I want to know. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Can we do it? 100 games unbeaten in the league. As yeah, Marco can go and do that again. Simonovic is on form with 2 goals. Yeah, superb in front of goal. Very well done. And yeah, I'll say like our squad is good. Our squad is well rounded. It's got a better mix of older and younger players. So we've got a few creeping towards 27, 28. We've got 34 Alberto on loan, 30-year-old Reece Nelson on loan as well. And then you've got like your 23s, 22s, 18s, 19s, 20s, and then a couple of 22s and 23s chucked in there for good measure as well, and a couple of 24s. And I think it's a good balanced squad we've got at the moment. We've just got to be aware of moving people on when they're ready to go. For example, Simonovic, if we get a good bid for him, it might be time to say farewells to him again. We bought him for 6.75. He's now worth 2.5. We're paying him a pretty decent wage for someone of that value, and he's wanted. And well, we've set an asking price of 12 million. So, but yeah, we'll have to see about that. DeSantis is another one. I'd be happy to move on and look to reinvest the money in better players. But yeah, we don't know. We've got a lot of time until the transfer window comes up. So, but I think we'll leave it there. We will be back, as I said, for the Arsenal game when we invite them over to Zagreb. So that's when we'll see you next. But thank you so much for watching. If you are new and you like Football Manager stuff, please do subscribe. You get the Football Manager video every single day. Unless I go away on holiday somewhere and then can't make a video, obviously. But thank you so much for watching. Please leave in the comments below anything that you want to see on the channel, and I will take all ideas on board. And if you want to be a Patreon, follow me on Twitter or buy some merchandise like a t-shirt, a mug or a phone case. All of that is in the link description below. And for now, I'm out. Cheers.